Welcome to the Clashing of Steel. And today I'm taking a look back at the oldest rule when you're playing infantry. The unmentioned basic rule for success. Of course, it is spreading your units. I know that there are many other rules or playstyles or tactics that can help you make your game success. But this is the simplest of them, and no one should probably ever fail with this one. There can of course be few tactical engagements or situations where stacking 2 units, for example, can be viable. But never blobbing them and massing head on in a struggle match in a goddamn bottleneck. The reason why I'm talking about this is because my opponents during this match ended up in a situation where they just blobbed, I think it was 6 units into each other. Come on, man! And here is where it actually starts. You already see some swordsmen fighting, using vengeance, being, well, viable. I am also slowly moving to their aid, hoping to help them, and, well, I actually wasn't expecting a lot from this barbarian player. And I wasn't expecting for him to target my flanking unit. But there is also another problem rising. There are tier 6 Roman swordsmen moving in. The Germanicus, my Germanicus, has lost a lot of troops, is suffering a bit more casualties, and makes a clever move of disengaging, where many players would actually sacrifice their units till the very end. Now that my second infantry has arrived, I am disengaging with everything. This was not a wrong move. The Germanicus player knew that we would get swarmed. I just wish he would have given me a bit of an heads up before disengaging. Because right now I'm engaging and disengaging at the same time. I know I can outrun them. Maybe not the barbarians, but definitely the Romans. Plus they're also getting shot by the light artillery. Pretty much now that we have lost a lot of troops, we have suffered many casualties, we have reached to the bottleneck. And this is where I can actually hold them at bay. I did lose some moral and valuable troops with my engaging and disengaging, but this is where I can make it work. These opponents of mine aren't very smart. You can already see both of them stacking their units. They were slightly afraid when I charged in with my commander unit. But actually there's a huge problem right now. This is where they actually would have had a chance to beat me. Chance to surround me and pretty much destroy me. But now that my unit has regained its morale, I can easily seal off this bottleneck and struggle fight them. You can pretty much see all the swordsmen that were going to swarm us out in the open. And here, because I'm holding the bottleneck, because they are stacked, I'm going to win this engagement. Not because of ad portas or determination, although those are 2 huge factors that help me survive and help me fight against them. I'm going to win it because they're all stacked. 6 units in this small area. And we can hit them from all sides. These are the retarded situations that can happen when you don't spread your units. They could have gone around the rock, flanked me from behind, destroyed me, routed me. They could have used the moment when my unit was regaining its morale to push through, to perhaps even force me to retreat onward. And the biggest reason why these swordsmen are losing right now, the Roman swordsmen, is because they seem to be trying to run through me, to get close to me and then stab me. While doing so, they're taking more damage than usual. The oldest and simplest rule in the game. The basics of managing your units, multitasking and being aware of your surroundings. It's all in the basics and it is not hard to learn. Just basic awareness and moving your troops, perhaps even side by side. But this, what happened here, is just awful. It's sad. One of the simplest things to follow. Simplest maneuvers. Flank me, surround me. Try at least something, but just don't stack. Even Catapult harassed them a bit before. near the forest at the first engagement area. If your stacked units should get hit by a catapult and you do not spread and I should see that, I already know how to counter you. And so will probably know most good players. Not even good players, players with basic understanding of tactics. Players who know how to act to a certain situation, like getting hit by a catapult. It's the golden rule. Just spread your units and you will do so much better than these players who died here. There will always be good and bad players. But a chance like this to meet two players who stacked with all of their 3 units and fought against me in a bottleneck in a struggle match, even without any idea of flanking or just harassing me, that is just painful to watch. 2 players, that is 20% of your team. And well, this type of engagement often causes huge unbalance between the teams, and can often be the reason for the shift in the balance of power. So this was pretty much it. It's the simplest rule to follow and actually would have given them reasonable chances when fighting near our base. On the scoreboard, I actually didn't do that bad. I got some capping points, I did some offense points, slight support and slight defense points as usual. You can also see both of my opponents I fought against. They are Arminius at 2000 points and Sulla at 1100 points. Arminius at least did something, while Sulla pretty much wasted all he got. It is sad to see that many players haven't learned the simplest basic understanding of tactics, but I'm guessing it happens. This is the golden rule, simplest thing that most players follow. There are exceptions for archers or cavalry, but for most infantry it is something that you must do. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe and thanks for watching.